Okay, guys.
Okay.
If you're watching this video, you're in luck.
Really?
It's your lucky day.
Lucky.
Explain to me how.
This is the video that may change your life.
Yeah, well, get on with it. What is it?
In a big way or a
I mean,
little
this
way?
is voodoo magic stuff.
All right,
Voodoo.
the anticipation's killing me, Neebs.
Have you ever heard of something called mindstorming?
Yeah, like brainstorming
It's like thinking of
sounds.
things.
No,
right?
that's a game with the little bombs on Windows, right?
No.
Minesweeper.
Minesweeper.
I think it's more like brainstorming sounds kind of like the same thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, listen, there was this wizard back in the day from a place called Los Angeles. His name was Earl Nightingale.
Sound anything like a wizard.
Nightingale sounds a little bit wizardry.
It sounds very wizardry.
I think this was a dream he had.
Anyway,
this
this guy wrote a book that I did not read but heard about.
Okay.
And he covered apparently a lot of stuff, but one thing was mindstorming, and it's very simple. You have a problem or a goal that you need to solve or achieve, and this is the technique. You write that down. So let's say your goal is what?
My goal is to get a new car.
All right, you need a new car. So you say, how do I get a new car? And you write it down on a piece of paper.
That's absurd.
Old
Piece of
school.
paper?
Old school.
That's devil magic.
I told you this is wizard stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
So at the top it says, how do I get a new car?
I asked the question.
Now, on the side of the paper below it, you write 1, and then below that 2.
You're just making a goal list.
And then you go all the way to 20.
Do you really need that many?
Yes.
You have to have
This
20.
is very important. This is part of the spell.
Okay.
Okay.
So number 1, you
Need to make more money.
to make more money.
Right.
That's how I can get a new car.
Number 1.
One of the ways.
All right, now you got to come up with 20 of these ideas.
Right.
Number 2 might be save money.
Okay.
Number 3 might be ask my friends if they have a car I can have.
Number 4 could be
This seems like a waste of time.
make more
It's
money.
not.
Is it
Yeah,
not?
this is awful.
You can't do the same thing again. That was 1.
I know. Well, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Really. I guess
Number
I picked-
5 might be build
Ooh.
your own car.
You know what? I have a
Good
better.
one, Thick.
No, it's
I
not.
have a better example. Let's start over.
All right.
I want to get in shape.
Okay.
So boom. How do I get in shape? 1, eat better. 2, exercise every day for 10 minutes.
So here's what happens. Apparently the first 10 are real easy. That's what everybody comes up with.
Yeah.
11 to 15, now you start struggling a little bit.
Ah.
You're like,
All right, now I'm getting the exercise.
okay, this is tough. How do I think outside the box?
Right.
That last 5 or so, that's where it gets real tough. And you really got to make your brain think about this. And this could be any goal. Everybody out there listening right now either has a problem or a goal, and they're like, how do I do this?
How do I fix it or how do I achieve it?
Now, just writing things down, this is like wizard stuff too.
It's just writing it down.
Yeah.
It's not wizard stuff.
Most people don't do that though. They
That-
go,
that is true.
How do I do this? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Once you write it down, and then you got a list of ways to solve it or achieve it, your chances of doing that are like through the roof.
Yeah, well, if you're keeping it out and you're seeing it, it's that constant reminder of like, hey, yeah, because you need to fix the problem. Why bitch about it? Like, honest to God, I met a friend of mine. He was complaining about this, that, and the other. And I'm like, hey, there are very simple things that you could be doing that could make your life better. Just do
Yeah,
that.
and bitching about it ain't one of
Right,
them.
and if you're not going to do it, you can't bitch to me anymore. Because I don't want to hear about it. But I like this guy, so I can talk to him like that.
And you can't hope for it, because you know what I always say?
Hope is not a magic spell.
No, I say
He
hope
never
is
said
not
that.
an action plan.
Action plan.
Hope is so stupid. I hate hope. Hope can go fuck itself.
But there are good things about hope.
You know what? I hope for a good day. I hope for like a nice day, sunny day. That's what I can hope for. I don't hope for money. I don't hope for a hot woman.
Yeah.
I make it fucking happen.
That's
Take
it.
those things.
You club that woman. You take her home.
I beat her up with kindness.
Dick kindness.
Now listen, I've already dabbled in this sorcery myself.
Really? Well, let me ask you how.
You said that so
Thank you, Simon.
I did.
I can tell you want to know.
That's a good
Please.
segue into how he's going to tell us.
please.
We don't have
continue.
video. You should have seen Simon's eyes rolling as he said that. Let me ask you how.
They can probably hear it through the microphone.
Well, you should be thankful for this, Simon, because it has to do with our job today.
Okay.
A couple years ago, I wrote down on a piece of paper, how do we get 100,000 subscribers?
Question mark.
At the time, it seemed like some fairy tale in some distant land.
Yeah.
When you're getting like maybe one subscriber every other day or one a week,
Which
And
we
you-
were, which
and
we
you want
weren't getting. Let's
100,000?
not. Yeah, but we weren't getting that. We were very lucky.
No, this is before that.
Oh, you're talking
You-
about Hank and
This is when Neebs was working, and Simon said, "Well, let me know if there's money, and I'll help out."
right. This is Hank and Jed. I thought you were talking about
Yeah.
Neebs Gaming.
No, this is
Yes.
before Neebs Gaming.
I needed to feed myself.
Okay.
Greedy shyster
Yeah.
who wants
So
to
did
feed his
Neebs,
family.
Simon. So I'm writing on this piece of paper. How do we do this? And I start writing. Make a video every day. Collaborate. And some of these ideas are dumb because they're hard. I'm like, I don't know. Email people and say, "Will you watch my videos?" Or in the comments say, "I make videos. Come check it out." Back in that day, you could post a video onto a video.
The replies,
A
yeah.
video reply.
they quit doing that because it just turned into tits.
And people like me saying, "Watch my video."
Right, and then tits.
Yeah, and that's why I started a petition to get the tits back.
Well, maybe you should start a Mindstorm sheet.
You know what?
Yeah, the petition
I'm
was
going to. I'm going to start with a Patreon to fund my efforts.
Maybe get a Kickstarter going too.
Kickstarter going. Yeah. Indiegogo. Do
Yeah,
some
all of
charities.
them. All of them. Why not?
Have
Fuck
some
it.
charities developed.
Bring back the Reply Girls, please.
So listen, I know this stuff works because we went from nothing to that 100,000 to way beyond it. And now we have a new list called How to Get 1,000,000 Subscribers.
That's it.
You can use this sorcery for anything. Some people have goals like they just want to move to a different place, want to move to Hawaii.
Oh, man, that's a good goal. I wanted to do that, and I never wrote this shit down, and it never happened.
I had a buddy that was trying to sell a car, and he was like, "I just can't sell this car." And I'm like, "What are you doing to sell this car?" And he's like, "Well, I put it on the street, put a sign in it." I'm like, "What else?" "That's it." I'm like, "Man, you need to try this magic thing I know called dream storming."
Yeah.
Is this
Did you
devil
just say
worship?
Dreamstorm?
Come up with- yeah,
Storm?
more than
I thought
one
it was,
way to sell a
I thought it
car.
was Mindstorm.
Is it mine? It might be. I didn't read the book.
You said Dreamstorm.
I just read the synopsis.
Okay.
Okay.
You just
That's it.
It was Mindstorm, and now
Okay.
it's Dreamstorm.
It wasn't good enough to read, but it's good enough to do a video about
Look,
this
I got
subject.
the gist of it.
All
I
right.
think it works.
All right.
Dreamstorm sounds like an 80s hair metal band.
I like to call it Think Thunder.
Look, this guy's got a car. I'm like, "Look, you can't just stick a cardboard sign on it and stick it in the yard."
He could put an ad on Craigslist. He could tell his friends, "Hey, I'm selling a car."
You could go to a consignment thing, flyers,
Yeah, just just doing it one way seems dumb.
and you'll get creative.
If you have to come up with 20, you better.
And some of them
Right.
are going to suck, and that's okay. But you're going to go, "Whoa, that's a good idea." Hey, maybe buy a book on how to sell a car.
I got a neighbor who has a pretty cool job. He just buys and sells things off of
eBay.
yeah, eBay, Amazon, whatever. He goes to like
Garage
yard sales, garage sales, whatever. He has this app on his phone. Like he'll find like books and old CDs, and he'll scan them, and it'll right there tell him like, "Hey, Amazon, you can sell this for $5." He'll buy it from the yard sale for 50 cents.
Wow.
That's all he
is-
does.
that's pretty
That's
awesome.
his
Pro
business.
tip.
Yeah.
Afro.
That's his
shit.
business.
Now, Neebs, I see a problem happening with this mindstorming. So let's say I have a goal to reach a certain amount of money, but now I'm looking at a situation where I don't have time to do a lot of the things that are on here.
Well, maybe if you don't have enough time, that should be your first list. Because I guarantee you there's ways to have more time.
I don't know.
No, there is. Listen, there are ways to manage your time. I'm not saying I do that the best, but I know that there are ways that manage time. And Lord fucking knows you have an opinion about this.
Oh
Neebs.
man, don't get me started.
I
That's a
know.
different video.
I know.
Like, look, I used to check my mail like 3 times a week. I don't need to do that. Now I do it once. Everything I get in the mail, if it's a bill, usually has a 30-day thing on it. And that's the other thing. Now I don't pay my bills. That saves me all kinds of time.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, just automatic.
I think I know what you mean.
Automatic
I know you pay
draft.
your
Oh
bills,
yeah,
but
I pay them, but it's
you
automatic.
just
right.
I don't
Oh
have
yeah,
to write
no,
a check.
automate that shit if you can. I mean, you just keep an eye on your account, make sure you got what you need to have in there, and it's just okay. I know that's gonna be sucked out, and I'm done.
So if you made that list on time, you would find so many little places where you could save 2 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 30 minutes there. And by the end of the week, you've got like 5 more hours that you don't know what to do with.
See, I'm already pretty well structured with my time because I have a list every day that I go through and all the things I need to get done.
Good for you, Thick.
Can
Oh,
any-
I've got my life together.
Can any of those things on that list be done once a week as opposed to every day?
I'll have to revisit that list, but we'll see. And I'll give your wizardry a shot.
All right, this is my challenge to the audience. Grab a magic piece of paper and your magic pencil.
No, just a piece of paper. Could also be a Google document. Doesn't matter.
All right, well, the thing is you should do it
You're
right
gonna lose
now.
that piece of paper.
Yeah.
Just
And
make-
pick one
make a
thing.
list.
And pick one thing to make that list.
The most important thing to you right now, write that question. How do I do this? Come up with 20 ways, write it, or if you only have your phone, what do you on a phone? A
You text
notepad?
yourself. Notepad. I don't know.
I wouldn't recommend typing on a phone. That's annoying.
No.
Well, you can
Google
speak
that.
to
Some
Can't you?
yeah, you can speech it.
Tell us what your goal is, and then later on, tell us if you've accomplished your goal.
That's
I
what
like
I
it.
want to hear.
Or solve the problem.
There's more than one way to solve the problem. Figure out 20.
I think this has been good.
I think this
It's
has
good
been very
powwow.
good.
It's good powwow
yeah,
session.
yeah.
All right, folks. Good luck with your thing. Don't hope for it. Make the list. And see you tomorrow.
No, you're not going to see them tomorrow.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah.